So there's this girl. I saw her on the train on my way home from work. She had long gray hair and blue eyes, and her fingernails were painted green. I got off before she did, and the last I saw of her were those bright green nails tapping down the support pole as she watched me go. And when I went to bed that night, I dreamt of her. So there's this girl. I saw her waiting at the train station by the grocery store I work at. When I came in from the rain and shook my umbrella out, she turned to face me and stared. She wouldn't stop staring at me. When the train pulled in, I let her go on first. She thanked me with a raspy voice and a piece of garnet hanging from the chain around her neck. And when I went to bed that night, I dreamt of her. So there's this girl. I saw her at my job. She came in and asked where we kept our notebooks. I told her aisle 3. She looked at me for a while and then thanked me before breezing away. I didn't help her check out. I found a strand of her hair on my jacket when I went to put it on at the end of my shift. And when I went to bed that night, I dreamt of her. So there's this girl. I saw her at the gas station by my house. She was wandering the aisles, running her fingers over the discount superglue that doesn't work, and the bottles of malt liquor that haven't sold in weeks. She noticed me first and said hello. She told me her name was Thea and asked for mine. And when I went to bed that night, I dreamt of her. So there's this girl named Thea. I saw her at the park by the gas station while I was walking my dog. She was sitting on a park bench watching the ducks walk by. She complimented my cat eye necklace and asked for my name. My stomach fluttered and I fiddled with the chain around my neck. And when I went to bed that night, I dreamt of her. So there's this girl named Thea, and every day since I've met her, I've been feeling different. My head is dizzy. My body is hot and cold, and I can't see straight. There's a spot on my finger that keeps pimpling, but whenever I fuss with it, the lump will not budge. And when I go to bed every night, I dream of her. I want to know how her hair got on my fucking jacket. It was in my locker at work, behind a padlocked door. How did she get her hair on my jacket? I found a green fingernail in my coat pocket this morning. My boyfriend says there's nothing to worry about, but I feel that panic in my chest and that scream caught in my throat. The spot on my finger finally let out something hard. If I didn't know better, I would think it was splintered bone. The lady at the place said cat's eye protects you from evil. I keep coughing up locks of Thea's gray hair and green nails. My skin is stretched and awful like I'm too big for my body, and I keep dreaming about her. So there's this girl named Thea. I saw her on the sidewalk outside my apartment from my bedroom window. She looked up at me like she knew where I was. When she screamed my name, I almost puked, and when I went to bed that night, I dreamt of her. My boyfriend is getting worried. He says I look horrible. I can't keep anything down, not even water. My dog alternates between sitting at the foot of my bed and standing at the front door, whimpering the entire time. And even in my fever dreams, I dream of her. The worst thing about Thea is that every time I see her, she gets closer.
Please leave your message